வியூவர்ஸ், என்னோட வீடியோஸ் பிடிச்சிருந்தால் லைக் பண்ணுங்கள். இது வரைக்கும் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாதவங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். ரைட் சைடில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பெல் பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்கள். நீங்கள் கொடுக்குற ஒவ்வொரு லைக்ஸும் நான் நிறைய வீடியோஸ் அப்லோட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு மோட்டிவேட்டாக இருக்குது. ஸோ லைக், ஷேர், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் அண்ட் கமெண்ட் மை வீடியோ. ஹாய் வியூவர்ஸ், இன்றைக்கி நம்ம என்ன டாபிக் பார்க்க போகிறோம் அப்படின்னா வேலூர் ரிவோல்ட், வேலூர் புரட்சி 1806 and the revolt of 1857. Let me start with the introduction. To know the causes and the effects of Vellore mutiny and to know the causes and the impacts of revolt of 1857. Before going to the topic, we should know the gist of the Fourth Mysore War. During the Fourth Mysore War, Tipu Sultan fought bravely and was killed by the British. Thus the war ended and the whole of Mysore lay before the British. Tipu's family was sent to the fort of Vellore. Vellore Revolt 1806. After the Fourth Mysore War, the family members of Tipu were imprisoned at the Vellore fort. Some 3,000 ex-servants and the soldiers of Hyder Ali and Tipu had also been moved to vicinity, that is nearby place of Vellore, and their property in Mysore were confiscated, that is captured. All the people were unhappy and they hated the English. After the Palayakarar uprising of 1800, the Vellore fort consisted of large number of Indian troops from Tirunelveli. Many of the trained soldiers of various palayams were joined into the English army. So this Vellore fort became the meeting ground of the rebel forces of South India. In 1803, William Cavendish Bentinck became the governor of Madras. During this period, certain military regulations were introduced in 1805 to 1806. And these regulations were enforced by the Madras Commander-in-Chief Sir John Cadrock. Our Indian soldiers felt that these regulations were designed to insult them. Causes for the Vellore Revolt. The rules and regulations were all new to the Sipais. They should follow strict discipline, handle new weapons, new methods, and should wear new uniforms. The Sipais were asked to shave their beard, that is, clean shave, and to trim the moustache, that is, moustache means meesai. The wearing of religious mark on the forehead and the use of earrings were also banned. The English treated the Indian Sipais as their inferior. There was a racial prejudice. Immediate cause of the revolt. In June 1806, Military General Agnew introduced a new turban, resembling a European hat with a badge of cross on it. It was popularly known as Agnew's turban. Both the Hindu and Muslim soldiers opposed it. If any soldiers who opposed were severely punished by the English. Cause of the revolt. The Indian soldiers were waiting for an opportunity to attack the English officers. Tipu's family also took part in it. Fatih Hyder, the elder son of Tipu, tried to form an alliance against the English. On July 10th, in the early morning, the native Sipais of the 1st and 23rd regiments, that is army troops, started the revolt. The Sipais' first attack was against the commander of the troop, Colonel Fancourt. The fort gates were closed. Meantime, the rebels proclaimed, that is, announced Fatih Hyder as their new ruler. The British flag in the fort was brought down. The tiger-striped flag of Tipu Sultan was hoisted on the fort of Vellore. See the image of Tipu's flag. Suppression of the revolt. Suppression means forcibly put an end. After hearing the news that Indian Sipais attacked against British officer, the Major Court, who was outside the fort, rushed to Ranipet and informed Colonel Gillespie. So the Colonel Gillespie reached Vellore fort. He made an attack on the rebel force. The revolt was completely suppressed and failed. Peace was restored in Vellore. On the whole, nearly 113 Europeans and about 350 Sipais were killed in the revolt. The revolt was suppressed within a short period. It was one of the important events in the history of Tamil Nadu. Effects of the Vellore revolt. The new methods and uniform regulations were withdrawn. The family of Tipu, as a precautionary measure, was sent to Calcutta. William Cavendish Bentinck was removed from his service. What are the causes for the failure of the revolt? First one, there was no proper leadership to guide the soldiers. Second, the rebellion was also not well organized, that is, inadequate training and inadequate weapons. Third, divide and rule policy of the British splitted the unity of the Indians. V.D. Savarkar. Let me share a few lines about him. Vinayaka Damodara Savarkar was an Indian independence activist who formulated the Hindu nationalist philosophy of Hindutva. He is the father of Hindutva. He calls the Vellore revolt of 1806 as the prelude, that is preliminary, to the first war of Indian independence in 1857. Now let us go into the topic, the revolt of 1857. The early uprisings did not succeed in threatening the British in India. It took the revolt of 1857 to bring home to the company, and the British thought that their rule was not accepted to the large section of the population. The revolt of 1857 was a product of character and the policies of colonial rule. The cumulative effect of British expanding policies, economic exploitation, and administrative innovations over the years had adversely affected the position of all the Indian rulers. Causes of the revolt 1857. The first cause was the dissatisfaction of the British policy of economically exploiting the people of India. The peasant, that is the farmers, suffered a lot due to high revenue demands and the strict revenue collection policy. Second, the policies of doctrine of lapse, that is வாரிசு இழப்பு கொள்கை, subsidiary alliance, கூட்டணி கொள்கை, and the policy of effective control created a dissatisfaction among the people. Annexation of Wood proved that even the growing loyalty, that is, behave with too much respect, cannot satisfy British greed for territories. The third cause of the revolt was our Indians were feared and had suspicion about the conversion activities of the Christian missionaries. The priests and the Maulavis means Islamic religious title to the Muslims, showed their dissatisfaction against the British rule. The next one, the Europeans interfered in the Indian culture with respect to the abolition of practices like sati, female infanticide, that is pen sisukolai, support to widow remarriage, and female education. The next cause was the Indian Sipais were looked upon as inferior, that is low, beings and treated with contempt by their British officers. They were paid much less than the British soldiers. All avenues of the promotions were closed to them, as all the higher army posts were reserved only for the British. Now let us see the immediate cause of the revolt. The immediate cause was the introduction of new Enfield rifles in the army. The top of the cartridge, that is thotakal, of this rifle was to be removed by the mouth before loading it in the rifle. The cartridges were greased by the fat of pig and the cow. The Indian Sipais believed that the British were deliberately, that is wantedly, attempting to spoil the religion of both Hindus and the Muslims, because cow was sacred for Hindus and the Muslims hated the pig. The soldiers therefore determined to refuse their service and ultimately revolted. Thus the primary and the immediate cause of the revolt was the use of the greased cartridges. Outbreak of the revolt. On 29th March 1857 at Barakpur near Kolkata, Mangal Pandey, a young Sipai from Bengal regiment means army troop, refused to use the grease cartridge and shot down a British officer. Mangal Pandey was arrested and executed. When this news spread, many Sipais revolted against the British. Course of the revolt. On 10th May 1857 at Meerut, the Sipais of the 3rd Cavalry means Kudurai Padai, they moved to the prisons and released all their soldiers, and they joined the men of 11th and 20th native infantries means Kalat Padai, soldiers on the foot, and they murdered some English officers and then marched towards Delhi. After arriving to Delhi on 11th May, the Meerut Sipais declared Bahadur Shah II as the Emperor of India. Delhi became the center of the Great Revolt and Bahadur Shah its symbol. Automatically, the revolt spread quickly in parts of Lucknow, Kanpur, Jhansi, Barli, Bihar, Wazirabad, and many other places in North India. Many of them found that it was a good opportunity to burn the papers of their landlords in order to take revenge. Many of them participated in this activity. Now see the tabular column for the places of revolt, Indian soldiers, British officials who suppressed the revolt. So in the place of Delhi, the revolt was led by Bahadur Shah II, and in Lucknow it was led by Begum Ashrat Mahal. In Kanpur it was headed by Nana Sahib, and in Jhansi and Gwalior it was led by Lakshmi Bai and Tandai Top. In Barli, the revolt was led by Khan Bahadur Khan, and in Bihar it was led by Kanwar Singh. In central India, the revolt was led by Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She was one of the greatest patriots of India. Sir Hugh Rose occupied Jhansi. Rani Lakshmi Bai fled from Jhansi and joined hands with Tandai Top, who had assumed the leadership of rebel army at Gwalior. But the British captured Gwalior in June 1858. Rani Lakshmi Bai was killed in the battle. Tandai Top fled away but was captured and later executed. According to the British historians present at the time of revolt, Rani Lakshmi Bai was the best and the bravest among the leaders of the revolt of 1857. We should be proud of her. Suppression of the revolt 1857. The Lord Canning, the Governor General, suppressed this revolt. He collected and got help from the forces of Madras, Bombay, Sri Lanka and Burma. He also called the British army, which was deputed to China by Britain, to Calcutta. He ordered the loyal Sikh army to proceed to Delhi immediately. The British regained their lost positions. Let us see how they suppressed the revolt. On 20 September 1857, Delhi was recaptured by General John Nicholson and they expelled, that is Nadukadattal, of Bahadur Shah II to Rangoon, Burma, and there he died in 1862. Military operations with the recovery of Kanpur were closely associated with the recovery of Lucknow. Sir Colin Campbell occupied Kanpur. Nana Sahib was defeated at Kanpur and he escaped to Nepal. His close associate Tandai Top escaped to central India and was captured and put to death while asleep. The Rani of Jhansi had died in the battlefield. Kunwar Singh, Khan Bahadur Khan were all dead. While the Begum of Awadh was compelled to hide in Nepal, the revolt was finally suppressed. By the end of 1859, the British authority over India was fully re-established. What are the causes for the failure of the revolt of 1857? First one, lack of organization. There is no proper coordination among the Indians. Discipline, common plan of action. Centralized leadership, no proper leadership. Modern weapons, inadequate weapons, and the techniques. Second, the rebel leaders were no match to the British generals. Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tandai Top, and Nana Sahib were courageous, but they were not good generals. Places like Bengal, Bombay, Madras, Western Punjab and Rajputana did not participate in this revolt. Next, the modern educated Indians did not support the revolt as they believed that only British rule could reform Indian society and modernize it. The British managed to get the loyalty of the Sikhs, Afghans and the Gurkha regiments. The Gurkhas actually helped the British in suppressing the revolt. The British had better weapons, better generals and good organization. Now let us see the consequences of the revolt. புரட்சியின் விளைவுகள். The revolt of 1857 marked a turning point in the history of India. It led to the changes in the system of administration and the policy of the government. Second, the administration of India was transferred from the English East India Company to the British Crown through the Queen's Proclamation in 1858. The Governor General was given the title of Viceroy. The Board of Directors and the Board of Control were replaced by the Council of 15 members headed by the Secretary of the State to supervise the Indian affairs. The Indian army was thoroughly reorganized. More Britishers were employed in the army. The British military policy came to be dominated by the idea of divide and conquer powers. Now let us come to the conclusion. The revolt of 1857 played an important role in bringing the Indian people together and imparting them the awareness of belonging to one country. The revolt paved the way for the rise of modern national movement. It was at the beginning of the 20th century that the 1857 revolt came to be interpreted as the planned war of national independence by the historian V.D. Savarkar in his book First War of Indian Independence. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. It will be useful for your competitive exam.